Hello, new PTA students. Before we get started, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Nicole. This is Carly, Chelsea. We'll have Alex and Sarah join us in a minute. We just want to congratulate you guys for making it this far. This is success in itself, but the road doesn't end here, so keep pushing forward.
The next 12 months here at Baker are going to be the most challenging yet exciting moments of your life. It may get a little stressful and you may feel like quitting, but we're here to tell you it's 100% doable and you're going to make it through.
So from our class to yours, we want to let you know what to expect, give you some tips for success, and give you a tour of your new home away from home.
We're going to talk about some tips for success in your next year in the program. So what do you guys think are some good tips for them?
I think the main thing is getting to know your classmates. It's good for study groups. Just making sure that you're not competing against your classmates because you guys are all in it together, and it's just, you want to become a family.
What really helped me out in the program is having a study group. You know, everybody you'll become friends with, but there are certain people that you know you'll study really well with together, and that's what's going to help you with these courses because they go really fast.
I want to talk about not procrastinating. This is something that I've done throughout the whole entire program. I made it, but it also added a lot of stress to my life that I think I could have avoided. So week 10 comes really quick, and it's like tomorrow, so make sure you're on top of your stuff. When you have a paper due, make sure you get it started right away. Don't procrastinate on studying, don't procrastinate on group projects. Just be on top of your stuff. It's going to help you a lot through the program.
Summer semester, when you start, it's going to feel like it's going to be a little bit tough, but it's definitely not the hardest semester that you'll come across. You're going to have classes that really pertain to PTA, so that's exciting. But again, it's, what is it, 8 weeks that we had? Not 10? For summer?
so.
9,
Yeah,
I think, something like that.
it's not 10 weeks, but it goes by
It
really
goes
fast. And then fall comes, and then you're getting into the more nitty-gritty parts of being a PTA, and then once winter gets here, when they say it's the hardest semester,
That's when it's the hardest.
it's the hardest semester.
Each semester gets a little busier.
Yeah. And that's not to say that it's not doable. It's just you really have to make sure that you have the right amount of time for everything. And in those 30 weeks, you get to know everybody pretty well.
And make a Facebook page. You can make sure you keep track of everything that's going on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Easiest
definitely
way to
important.
communicate with your classmates.
Oh, yeah. We used a lot of Google Docs. If you guys know how to do
Yeah.
Google Documents, that's awesome. And what else?
I would also expect to definitely write essays in pretty much the majority of the classes, presentations, group projects, different
Case
things like that.
studies. Yep.
Oh, another thing that was really important for me was not fixating on letter grades. Of course, you should always try your best to get that A, but for me, I definitely didn't get A's throughout the program, but I feel like I'm doing really well in clinicals. So try to get those A's, but don't let it get you down. If you get a B, you may still kill it in clinicals.
And it's really important to get enough sleep. I was definitely one to cram all night before and even the morning of, but
Oh, yeah.
That led to some really stressful nights. So as much as you can, try and get your sleep in.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Because she would get 9 hours sleep.
And she did awesome.
She was great. Hopefully you all have an Alex in
she's
your
got that
program.
gold.
She's like queen of study
Study
guides.
guides.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna hate that.
Make sure you guys designate someone to do that for you, because I
If it
owe a
wasn't for
lot
her,
to Alex.
Find your Alex and
Definitely.
become her friend.
Wow. Don't edit that out.
No, better not.
So we also kind of want to talk to you about what to expect with the program as well. First thing, lab practicals. Everybody, what do you feel about lab practicals?
Well,
stressful.
you might break down, you might cry and act like a fool, but it's okay. There's room for error. Just keep pushing through it.
Use Open Lab because that's your hands-on experience for now.
Some days you just do not want to stay after going through lecture and lab classes, but you still
But
need
it's
to
definitely
go.
worth it.
Yeah, that 2-3 hours that they have open lab, use it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always over prepare, don't under prepare. Make sure that you guys are top notch ready to take this exam. Don't go in there not studying at all, because that's where you mess up. That's where you cause problems for yourself.
And just like the checkoffs you guys did in Kines, I mean, you doesn't have to necessarily be perfect. You know, you're going to make a mistake. It's guaranteed. Nobody walks out of there with 100% on it. So when you make those mistakes during your lab practical, don't think that that's it. Don't pause. Don't stop. I mean, I made tons of mistakes, but I passed. We did fine.
And I say don't get upset when the teacher tries to correct you or gives you advice on what to do better, because they're just trying to look out for you. They care about you, and I mean, I think you need criticism to get better in certain things. So I don't know if you guys agree, but
Yeah, they're definitely there to help you.
Don't get down on yourself because of it.
I think the teachers really try and over-prepare you for when you do get to clinicals, so you may feel like they're being really hard on you, and you may feel like, gosh, I just messed up everything, but the one thing that I know deep down inside me is that I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm out there in clinicals. It's because they were so tough during class.
Right, you'll hear Erin say she wants you all to be phenomenal PTAs, not just mediocre.
And I feel
Always up here.
phenomenal. Yep.
Always.
Yeah.
And we are. We are.
We are. We are.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, we were pretty good.
Some other things to maybe expect. I worked a little bit during the semesters, but I did not work a ton. And there were some weeks, actually there was months where I wasn't working at all. And if you have a job that's going to let you work a couple hours here and there, that's good for you. But majority, I would say, of our classmates did not work.
No. I worked on breaks and that was it.
No.
It's too much.
I don't
It's
know
way
how
too
you
much.
could work. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to work.
I was in the same spot. I mean, especially during week 8,
No
I was
way.
definitely sympathizing for those who did work, because it was
So
a
make
struggle
sh-
for me not working.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make sure you guys time management. It's something you really need to look
Yeah.
into.
You know, there are going to be there's going to be some extra costs too that you're not, I mean, they try and tell you everything up front, but you know,
They
it's a
forget.
year program. Things just pop up, and things will pop up in life where you'll need money for it. So expect some extra costs, have some backup plans if possible. Like we said, the hardest semester is winter semester. So you have until then to really prep for it, and then, you know, after that, it's 12 weeks of clinicals, and it's
It's fun.
Yeah,
Just be
Yeah.
really, really nice to your grandparents.
Your parents.
if you have any. I don't have grandparents.
Me neither.
And the other thing we wanted to point out too is be aware of book costs and where you can buy them. I'm not saying don't buy from the Baker College bookstore, but I'm saying
Check
there are
out
other,
eBay.
Yeah, eBay, Chegg,
There are other options.
textbooks online.
Just do your research for sure, because
Do your research.
it's expensive. Books are really expensive in this program.
You bought them all with your financial aid,
I did
right?
too.
There's a lot of money.
Yeah, but some people will have the option not to. So I'm just saying, do your research. What do we have down here? Time constraints and limits. Oh, it's not a whole lot of free time. You will have time to do things, but some weekends you're really gonna have to sit there and study and write your papers, but that goes back to procrastinating. If you
Right.
procrastinate a lot.
Keep your priorities in mind, and
Yeah,
remember
that's what I was
that
asking,
even if you're
priorities.
missing out on the weekends, it's 1 year. So,
It's all worth it.
It's all worth it,
for sure.
So some exciting things that you guys are going to be looking forward through your program. I feel like we kind of gave you a lot of negatives, but there are a lot of fun things to look forward to. Clinicals, for instance, is a blast. This is the first time we've all got together since our clinicals, so how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
I like it. I mean,
Right.
I'm working with spinal cord injuries, and it's just amazing. It's definitely changed my perspective on things.
I'd definitely say keep an open mind for your clinicals too. Going in, I didn't think I'd want to work with geriatric patients or inpatient whatsoever. And that's where I met for one of my full-time clinicals, and I like it. And I think that's a setting that I'll actually want to end up working in full-time. So keep an open mind.
Yeah, it can be stressful because it is 40 hours. It's like a real job. But at the same time, I mean, there are some things that you just cannot learn in the classroom that you will learn where you're at. And I mean, we just finished our 3rd clinical. We all have 1 more to go, and I have taken something from every single
Oh, yeah.
clinic I've been at. And like I said, just some things you just cannot learn in the classroom. And it is really fun to take what you have learned in the classroom and actually be able to work with a patient, make a difference in their life.
Yeah, that's
Right.
when you see how rewarding your career really is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a great place to gain knowledge and gain confidence at the same time.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
I like to think of our clinicals as our getaway from the classroom. It's just really amazing to see the difference you can make in somebody's life. And you know that, wow, I did choose a really good career to go into.
Again, same with criticism, how we talked about with our class, your teachers, your instructors. Be the same way with your clinical instructors, because they're the one that's been out there a long time, and they're going to teach you what you need to know and get you through being a PTA.
And it's okay for them to correct you. I mean, that's how we all learn. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, I hope this video has helped you guys and helped you prepare a little bit for the upcoming year that you're gonna face. We wish you all the best of luck.
And remember to try to be friends with everybody, because you never know who you're going to need to lean on.
I would agree with that. Definitely. You're going to make some lifelong friends, and you're going to see each
Yeah,
other
right.
every day. We only saw each other for every day for the last year.
Yeah, we've seen you guys
Yeah.
more than the people at my own home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, these are your new loved ones. Cherish them.
I'm gonna teach you guys an anterior pelvic tilt.
Posterior.
Oh, wait.
That's posterior. Welcome to B213, your home away from home. So most of you are familiar with this room for kines. These tables, you're going to be spending a lot of time sitting at them and a lot of times on them. So this is where you're going to learn how to do all your stretching, your maneuvers with patients, working with patients, hands-on techniques. Over here, same thing. A lot of positioning goes on in these beds. This is a lot where your lab practicals will go. This is where everything you need to work in a PTA room, this is what you need. So you have your stairs, which is going to be a big portion of your learning.
Learn the stairs.
You have your parallel bars. This is where you're going to be putting people in that are a little unstable. You'll see a lot of this use in spinal cord injuries, things like that, people like that.
Make sure you're inside the parallel bars when you're driving.
And over here we have our weights. So this is where you're going to learn a lot of your therapeutic exercises. You have your pulleys, same thing. So you have leg weights. You have your TheraBands, which are a lifesaver. Use them in your practicals. That's going to help a lot. And then your normal weights. Then we're going to come over here. These are our wheelchairs. Chelsea, can you pop a wheelie for me, please?
What do I do?
Never mind.
Hold on.
Again. Woo!
I'm not the best.
And you're going to have to learn how to do that. Chelsea? It's dark back here. I can't really find the light. I guess I don't know the room that well. But this is where our traction tables are. You're going to learn how to do traction. This is where the hot packs are. They'll eventually be out there for you guys to learn. Your therapeutic balls, your wheelchairs, everything that you need in this sense. And this is another room that we also have. We use it for lab practicals. Again, there's traction tables and another up-down table that we'll use. Oh, in this room, again, sorry I can't find the light. This is where your trampolines are. Then you have your crutches. You have a commode. You have your, so this is where your adaptive equipment, your ADs and stuff are going to be at. So back out here. So again, get to know this room, know where everything's at, and we have light.
So we hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't seem too silly. We just really wanted to take a moment and tell you guys about the program from a student's perspective. Let you know that it's not going to be the end of the world, and you guys will actually make it through, and it'll be awesome.
Keep on fighting. Good luck.
Yeah. Congrats, guys.
Congrats. And don't forget, those who stay will be PTAs.